is just a listening video, and I'm just going to read some excerpts out of Frederick Douglass' book. So I'm listening to Mondale Robinson, Marcus for America, Ben Dixon, and a lovely black woman who doesn't have the name on the screen, so I cannot tell you who she is.
Person two is Marco. It's all love. It's all love.
Ali Boumbaye. Ali Boumbaye. Hey, listen. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, Rebecca. So I'm gonna say this right here. When it comes down to this forced to vote thing, y'all, if anybody's not mentioning black people stuff at all, I mean, I haven't even heard them say we need police reform.
Marcus for America, we need police reform. Just real quick, I got lots of ideas for what we got to do, but police reform, definitely. We need to demilitarize the police, get some police reform. Now, we could get executive orders, right? So I think we could end the war on drugs by pen. And so, ending the war on drugs, I know that's not reparations. I'm in favor of reparations. So I guess I'm kind of going back and forth between reparations and ending the war on drugs. My top 3 issues, Medicare for all, reparations, and $2,000 a month. So, yeah, police brutality is bullshit. We need police reform. We need to demilitarize the police. We need to end the war on drugs. And we need reparations.
Like, you think what I'm saying? Like,
oh no, some of them are telling us to change our messaging on that.
Give us something, right? And what I noticed is people were like, people are trying to add stuff on. Yeah, that's what Republicans do. That's what every Democratic, Republican, and
That's right, Marcus for America. We need to add on to Medicare for all. Why just ask for one thing? Let's have I guess we got the Green New Deal, but let's ask for 3. I think a top 3 list or a top 10. My God, if you could get the squad, all 12 of the progressives in the House of Reps to agree on a top 10 list, these are the things that we want or you won't get our vote. That would be fantastic. I think a top 3, time's of the essence, right? So top 3, get your top 3 list. Get your top 3 list out because it might. We don't have much power. We can only take 3 or 4 3-point shots, right? So get your top 3 list in order.
Independent operative does. They add things on that makes people want to support it even more.
They do. That's right.
Right. Like so. I'm sorry, folks. You know what I find interesting? Here's what I find interesting. Here's what I'm going to say. To everybody who supports Medicare for all and doesn't support reparations, right? Because everybody's been throwing this at me all weekend. You don't support Medicare for all. Yeah, I've been supporting Medicare for all, but way before most people knew what it was. So I don't have a problem with Medicare for all. I support both. I have a both and strategy. Rep 1 is a vote and strategy. But my thing for everybody is this right here. If we're going to force a vote and y'all don't have anything black in it, if you don't believe in reparations but you believe in Medicare for all, then you ain't progressive.
Marcus for America, you're 100% right. I think this is a fantastic litmus test. We do need to repair the relationship between white and black folks in this country. Slavery was a terrible abomination. We're still feeling the residual effects of slavery today. For one thing, black and white, just the fact that we call each other, black and white, that all came from slavery. But there's a lot more than just that. But there's a relationship that needs to be repaired. That's the whole point of reparations, right, to repair the relationship. Black people are due. Black people built this country. Black people need to get their check.
You're not a progressive.
Not only are you not progressive, you probably are a centrist. Straight up. Straight up. So let me because
Mondale Robinson, you're right.
You to support the Band-Aid company maker, but not the thing that's cutting you, right? I see healthy black men get murdered by cops and racist institutions. The cops are just the proverbial thing. I'm talking about America killing black men on a regular basis. I see America killing black women on a regular basis. The healthcare system. We die of many deaths. We die in the school education. We die in the prison system. We die in jails, waiting to be tried, which means we are innocent, right? And I'm talking about the proverbial deaths. And then we really, really die, shorten lives. And it's all because of institutional racism, and reparation is designed to address all of that. So if you all are upset, that you don't understand our priority list, and if it bothers you that we wanna talk about reparations more than anything, or black issues or institutional racism, the morning show's on.
Check this out.
The morning show's on CBS or whatever channel it comes on, ABC. That ain't our cup of tea. Over here, we're gonna talk about what's killing us, and it's you white progressives trying to do some silly shit talking about forced to vote. Well, here's the other thing.
You had me with the reparations vote, but up until the Medicare for thing, if we all had Medicare, you're telling me that if all Americans had Medicare for all, they could go to the hospital and get taken care of. The people that are losing their health care, the people that don't have health care, are the poor people in this country. So expanding health care will give coverage to black folks, to white folks, to brown folks. It will give coverage to the people who don't have coverage. If you're a black person and you have to deal with all these things about, he's talking about how the lives of black folks are being shortened, then it seems like having some health care would be a good thing. You would think by having, a black person who had health care that would help their health, and then that would be good for their life. So universal health care is good for everything. You can't just say, I hear what they're saying. They're basically saying that just because you picked your one issue that's progressive and we got our one issue, how are you going to say you're more progressive than us? I'm not saying that I'm more progressive than anybody. What I am saying is that reparations, we need reparations now. We need health care now. We need to end the war now. We need to end poverty, end homelessness. Whole bunch of shit that's going on. I might not get to any Frederick Douglass.
I gotta stay here, man. Yeah, I want to stay here because it's so painful that it's so many people on the internet saying silly shit. Like the guy just said, I'm paid by the Democrats because I got Act Blue on a website. You don't even know what Act Blue is, bro.
They don't,
bro. Bernie Sanders received his funds through Act Blue. It's a nonprofit that takes progressive funds.
That's because they're stupid, dog, bro. They really are dumb.
But then these people have platforms where they're out here, espousing this craziness about forcing a floor vote and don't even know who Joseph Cannon is, or the reason we have an ability to force a floor vote, and you don't know the process, because if you knew the process, you would know that 14 or 204, if we had 204 progressive folks in Congress, was not enough to force a floor vote. You would know once you get to 216, the last two Democrats or Republicans that are likely to vote for you would get so much pressure from the Democratic leadership that they would be afraid to breathe, rather jump off the fucking bridge than take that. You don't know what you're talking about when you're talking about forcing a floor vote. You don't understand the process. You don't know what a discharge petition is. There it is. I said it. I finally gave the answer. You don't know how to make a discharge petition become a resolution or a bill. This is why you're telling AOC to force a floor vote. She has no power to force a floor vote. Because what 217 Democrats are going to line up behind her to be sacrificed by Nancy Pelosi? Because in the House, retribution for going against the Speaker is not punishable. The Speaker of the House, in the House, power is absolute. Stop playing games with these colored women's motherfucking position and go talk to your white representative in California and tell that motherfucker to force a floor vote. This shit is not. It is stupid beyond stupidity.
So Mondale Robinson is making some good points. He's essentially just saying that she can't do it, and then the procedural thing. Dang it, he had some, I want to mention right off the top just about all the representatives. So you got, the representatives that are progressive, you got 12 of them, 12 progressives. And it is incredible that the few people of color are also the few progressives that we have. So where are the white progressives? Where are the white female progressives? Where are the white male progressives? Where are the white, where are the white progressives at? Where are the white progressives? Where's that damn list at? So, right, you got Ilhan Omar, and you got Rashida Tlaib, you got Ilhan, you got AOC, Ayanna Pressley, Rokana, Pramila Jayapal, Mark Pocan, Jamal Bowman, Corey Bush, Marie Newman, Mondaire Jones, and Richie Torres. So out of those 12 people, I don't think there's any of those are white males or white females. And so what the black folks, what these black commentators are saying is that you're trying to tell us to put our people of color, we got a little bit of vote, you want us to bank on getting universal health care instead of getting, you know, the little bit of crumbs and scraps that we were trying to get. You're trying to get them to stand up and use their power and maybe lose, but also maybe change this whole nation. And so they're saying that if you're going to, you know, use our black people that's in Congress, you better make sure that the plan is going to work. You better make sure that the plan is airtight. Like they're saying, well, we're going to sacrifice our people of color in Congress for this plan. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. And yeah, I'm not saying to sacrifice. If anything, I'm saying, is there any hope for this country? I don't think there's any hope for this country except for these 12 individuals if they push for progressive ideals. If we get the UBI, if we get the, you know, the $2,000 checks and the Medicare for all and the reparations and the ending the war on drugs and demilitarizing the police, if we could get all those things. We could get all those things. We could demand all those things out of Nancy Pelosi. You saw Kathleen Rice. Kathleen Rice proves my point. But let's hear some more.
We're telling people who represent majority minority districts to sacrifice any little
their entire career
power they have for your stupid ass. You want to know my strategy? My strategy is to unelect motherfuckers that don't understand what progressive politics is. Someone said if we don't get...
I got health care. I'm fighting for the people that don't have health care, and I think having a single-payer universal health care system gives us a lot more leverage, you know, overall. I would be happy with the public option because that does cover the rest of the people. There is 5%, and so it's not like it's a popular idea amongst progressives, but it's not the most pressing problem that America is faced with. 90 to 95% of Americans have health care. So most Americans have health care. But during a pandemic, the vulnerable, the poor, the homeless, the people, you know, in prison, the people that, you want everybody to have health care. You want everybody, this problem is a solution, you know, that fits the problem. It's a punishment that fits the crime. It's a glove that fits the hand. You got a pandemic? Okay, let's have a bunch of, you know, free health care. Perfect. Bunch of sick people? Okay, let's have a system where we don't have sick people. Perfect.
Strategy, we're not serious people. I'm serious about unelecting unprogressive fucking people at all costs. Check my resume. Furthermore,
that's what's up, Rondell Robinson. I hope you keep doing that. Mondale Robinson, I hope you keep on going after the people that are not progressive. I hope you keep doing that because I think that's honorable and that's I like it.
Furthermore, if you want to know my strategy, it's to make sure motherfuckers don't listen to y'all with these dumbass ideas.
Mondale,
it's like trying to tell humans if I put a battery-operated fucking motor on my back, I can jump off the CNN tower and go for a fucking flight.